Here we are, early spring, water conditions are about 60 degrees. And the thing that's kind of happened on this lake is that we've had a really cold spell. So the water conditions are warming fast. We got some good warm weather right now. Right now, the air temperature is about 50 degrees. It's gonna warm up to about 70 today. And the fish ought to be coming shallow. Now, that's kind of the job or the task that we've got today is to try to figure out, are the fish gonna be deep? The fish gonna be shallow, or the fish in between somewhere? And we're gonna start out going shallow. The fish ought to be moving to the backs of the creeks, and that's kind of where we're gonna start. We're really just gonna try to cover water. We're gonna throw a spinnerbait, we're gonna throw a square bill crankbait, and then maybe flip some. We kind of got some scattered bushes, scattered brush in the water. Not a big one, but about 5 minutes into the day. Be fat, chunky fish. You know, knowing the history of a lake is a really big key, because if you don't know kind of what you're looking for, what you're trying to catch, you know, you may be on a lake that's got 4 and 5, 6 pounders of common, and you go out and catch a bunch of 2 pounders, feel real good about yourself. But then at the end of the day, hey, did you really find fish on that lake? No, you probably didn't do that well. So, you know, just kind of knowing ahead of time what you're looking for. A good way to do that is tournament reports. You know, local tackle shop can kind of tell you what you're looking for. A lot of times TV can tell you what you're looking for. Just watching particular shows on that lake. And so, you know, this particular lake's got a lot of fish in it. It's a lake that's pretty good. So we're looking for a lot of bites. We're trying to find an area that we can catch a bunch of fish in. You know, just one here and one there is kind of not what we're looking for. And even if there's a couple of good ones, we're trying to find an area that say we can, you know, if we spend enough time in it, we might be able to catch 15, 20 bass in. So, you know, hopefully by covering enough water, you know, I believe we can go in an area, move around in there fairly quick and know if there's a lot of fish in there. And that's what we're looking for. But confidence is the key, you know, just the more you catch, the more you do it on your own and figure out those fish, the more times you're gonna be able to go to a lake and be successful when you don't have any knowledge of where there's some fish. Well, we gotta get bigger, but I've been fishing about 20 minutes, and that's good, healthy looking fish. That's a good one. He's a little bit more beat up, way back in the back. We kind of worked our way back in the pocket. We just caught 2 out, 5 or 6 foot, threw kind of back in one of those little slots. A little over 4. That's a nice one. I just changed up, pitched into a bush with a creature bait. We just caught that one on spinnerbait about 3 or 4 minutes before, and there was 4 or 5 bushes in that area, so I decided to, you know, just turn around and make a few pitches and just make sure these bushes don't have a lot more fish than I think. Fish is in the dead middle of that bush. Definitely a few fish back here. I don't really know the size of most of them, but I do know there's enough fish to kind of make another pass and go ahead and, you know, pitch a lot more of these bushes. We had a few bites on the faster baits. We've gone to the slower baits, and now had a few bites on that. So now we're going to kind of pitch around and see if we figure out how many fish are really here.